All right, welcome back to World News, Ep7, okay? And also, for all you college football fans out there, welcome back to college football. I don't know what your guys and girls' favorite teams are in college. I don't know where you attended college, but shout out to everybody that supports their college. Okay, during college football, this is the first week of college football. Today is the official kickoff. Even though yesterday was games on Thursday and Friday, today is the first official kickoff of college football. So if you're into college football because you went to college, okay, and you're repping your school and your university, big ups to you guys. Hope you guys have a great season. Okay, I'm not gonna get much into that and into like what I like or whatever, but just wanted to say shout out to everybody because it's all over social media. Everybody's going crazy. College football has started, it's kicked off. So I just wanted to make that clear since it is world news, and that is all over social media right now. Okay, so now let's get into the IMF and the World Bank. Okay, so the World Bank gave Iraq till October to get this anti-money laundering law done, right? Done, right? Okay, so by the 7th of September, they have to have the second reading done. Has anybody seen the second reading of our? I don't get it. Maybe they did it in secret and we don't know because I haven't seen anything on the second reading of the anti-money laundering law. If you guys have any type of posting, didn't I say this already? I think a couple of videos ago. I said anybody has anything on the anti-money laundering law for the second reading, please comment below or and let us all see it. Okay, post a link or post something on it that says that Iraq has done a second reading on the anti-money laundering law, because if not, I don't think they come back to parliament until the 8th, and that would be over 2 weeks, or maybe I don't know. Okay, maybe they're adding. Hold on, let me see the schedule. Okay, they did it on a Monday, so maybe they're saying, okay, we did it on a Monday, so Tuesday, that next day was the first day. So if that's true, then the 8th will be the 14th day. Okay, so maybe they're playing little games like that. Who knows? But on the 8th is, I think, their next parliamentary session, and that will be the official 14 days to get the second reading done. I don't know why they're taking this long. Maybe they already have it done and we just don't know. We didn't see it. I don't know because I haven't seen anything on the money laundering law. Okay. If you have, comment below, post a link, or post the article. Okay. So on the 8th, if they haven't done it already, on the 8th should do the second reading of anti-money laundering law, and then by the 22nd they should vote on the anti-money laundering law, and it will be passed. Now this should be able to take down Maliki, okay, for money laundering. Okay, this should be the law that should see Maliki be taken down. Okay, they should be able to have full access to arrest and put a warrant and arrest warrant on Maliki, and actually this time arrest him, okay, with this law. Okay, so this is a huge law. This is a big law because it deals with our currency. I've already said that a million times. Okay, so yeah, and then after Maliki, of course, the judge to Mutlak or whatever his name is, the head judge, he needs to go down too. Okay, so we need to see him go down. We need to see Maliki go down, and then the anti-money laundering will also deal with Alak as well because he did some money laundering to the UAE as well, and that was clear evidence that he's money laundering. So, and he's probably doing way more than that, but that was just a clear sign because UAE actually responded to Iraq about that. Okay, so they all know that he's doing money laundering as well. Okay, so we're gonna see everybody go down here, and Iraq will probably be in late September to early October. So anyway, between there, should unless we see a surprise within that, I don't think we're going to see anything we're done with Iraq until Maliki and the judge goes. Okay, and then and other people like Maliki's cousins and stuff like that. Iraq will probably be dealt with the first week of October. Okay, and yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. I don't know why it's taking this long when you have clear evidence, but it's just how it is. Okay, and maybe this is the reason why they're lifting all the sanctions from Iran so fast and quickly because they are tired of waiting on Iraq. The world is tired of waiting on Iraq to get it together and to do the things they need to do. So, because of that, and because Maliki and his people are so demonic in stopping Iraq's success to be a global market, they're saying, okay, whatever, we'll lift all sanctions in Iran by late October, and we'll turn their currency on. So, you know what I'm saying? So now Iraq is like, oh my goodness, man. Iran is about to have their currency turned back on, and they're about to be in full power. They could actually have their military come in and invade our country and take over our land if we don't do something. And this is why Maliki and his guys are going full speed ahead right now in the corruption, because they want Iran's currency turned back on, and they want Iran's sanctions lifted because Iran can then take over Iraq. That's what they want, okay? So that's what we're seeing right now. It's going to happen in the future, but it's not going to happen right now because our body's in there, and our body knows exactly what's going on, and our body's going to make sure that the reforms are done and Iraq is safe from Iran, okay, for the time being. It's only going to be a short period of time, but it's going to be a time that we will get our wealth from the transfer of wealth, okay? So, that's the plan for Maliki and his people in Iraq. Keep it steady, keep the country in bankruptcy, basically, and corrupt, and let Iran get power, and then have Iran take over Iraq. Okay, but it's not going to happen. They're going to move all these guys out of the way, and they're going in the body and Shabibi are going to revalue that currency and do the things they need to do to keep Iraq safe from Iran for the short period of time. Okay, so that is what that is, and I know people probably think different. That's cool. Everybody has their own opinion. It is what it is. I saw. Remember when I'm not sure if told you guys the dream I had about seeing Dr. Shabibi holding hands with Abadi and the rest of the new government people that are not corrupted, and they were celebrating in front of the parliament building or something, and they were just celebrating. It was confetti coming down. They revalued the currency, and they had it was just a new beginning for Iraq. That's what I saw. This is why I've been saying Dr. Shabibi came back, because I saw it in my dreams. So, hey, it is what it is. If he doesn't come back, then, hey, I don't know why I saw that in my dream. I don't know why the Lord put that in my dream, but I saw it in my dream, okay? And that was earlier this year. I saw Dr. Shabibi come back and celebrate with a body, okay? I don't know. I'm just going off my dreams, man. It is what it is. And Dr. Shabibi, that's my homeboy. So anyways, it is what it is. Everybody has their own opinion. That is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it until I see that it's false, and then I'll move on to something else, okay? Or I'll just state the reality, okay? I'm not scared to be wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times, so I'm not scared to be wrong. Okay, so let's see. The central bank regulates the live auctions for the sale of money orders for 200 billion dinars. Okay, what is this all about? Okay, and the form source of CBI says that Saturday that the bank will be organized in a half this month. Okay, the translation is way off. A live auction for the sale of a credit 91 days at 200 billion dinars. Okay, I don't even understand this. Says the source, who preferred not to be identified, said that the auction will carry a number C 145, a 19th of its kind within the central plan for the insurance of the current year of the 26 auction. I still don't understand what this means. Okay, but I mean, what the title says is clearly, I mean, the central bank regulates the live auction for the sale of the money orders for 200 billion dinars. Okay, so, but I'm trying to figure out what this means. The translation is way off on this, but whatever. It says amounting to 200 billion dinars to those who will participate in it He expected to be auctioned in half of the month in September. Okay, so this is going down in September. It says the Central Bank of Iraq was organized in the first of this month the auction of a something. I don't know what this word is. This word is not the word that's supposed to be there. Is an error translation, so I don't know what this word is. To order themselves any 200 billion dinars were sold uh, to five beneficiaries participated in the auction after winning the amounts provided by the price of multi-utility, and the highest discount rate stood at 4.50%. I'm just like, what are they talking about? I'm clueless. Okay, so let's just move on because I don't know. Something's going on in September with the with live regulating live auctions for the sales of orders of 200 billion dinars, and we can't understand it because it's translated wrong. So I don't know. Anyways, let's move on here. Remember yesterday I talked to you guys about the selling of gold bullions. Okay, so now the central bank's coming on and saying that the selling of gold bullions operations will actually support the financial liquidity. Okay, so this will give them liquidity. Remember, they're going to be, when they're raising the value of the currency, they're not going to be able to sell the dollars anymore, so they're going to have to do other things like sell gold. Okay, gold and silver will be things that they can sell for liquidity. Okay, to raise money for the CBI. Okay, so the Central Bank of Iraq Saturday that the continued sale of gold bullions to the citizens will support the operation of financial liquidity. So that's good news because they need liquidity bad. Okay, so the governor of Iraqi central bank on the keywords. When they say on the keywords, doesn't sound this doesn't sound like I lack, okay? Because they just would have say I lack. On the keywords sounds like Shabibi, okay? Because why in the world would I lack be selling gold bullions, okay, for financial liquidity when he's on the side of Maliki? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so on the key, so that's why they use the governor of the CBI central bank on the keywords. I think they're talking about Shabibi. I could be totally wrong, but that's just my opinion. Okay, because this is not what Alac wants to do. Okay, so let's see. Especially have liquidity. He doesn't want that for Iraq. Okay, but let's see. It says the central bank, in order to support liquidity in the Iraqi state and encourage citizens of the optional saving to diversify its means and put forward different options to embark on, the central bank introduce a different alloy way for the acquisition before the citizens. All right. So the key word, and added that the sale of the citizens are made through the process of Iraqi private banks after processing by the central bank in accordance with the context simple and mechanisms to enable any citizens to purchase the alloy that easily. All right. So it said the keyword stressed that the central bank shepherd to sell bullion to banks and the living conditions of citizens, as it did not put none small margins on the price of the alloy, does not exceed the 1%, which is administrative cost in line with the bank's policies. All right, so the central bank said during a statement issued about 2 months, said that it before that the bank agreed with one of the world's largest coin bullion companies, stamping gold bullion weights 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 50 G caliber, 24G, and put up the sale through the banks and during his position in Baghdad for the staff. Okay, let's see. The bank called on banks to provide their application, okay, to the Director General of Issuance and Cabinets to buy quantities you wish to purchase for its own account or on behalf of the public. Have been identified selling price based on the cost and continued to Baghdad International Airport. So they're gonna be in Baghdad International Airport as well. You can be able to buy the gold bullions as well. Plus administrative uploads by 1%. So they're gonna be selling these gold bullions and they're only gonna be having so the fee's only 1%, which is really good. And that sounds like Dr. Shabibi, man, hooking up the citizens, man, not overcharging them, and also putting it at the international airport as well, making Iraq look really good here with the sale of these gold bullion. That sounds like what Doctor Shabibi would do, not a lack at all, because a lack would just state it and never get it done. Okay, this looks like it's already happening, and they're already like selling it, and the citizens are very happy. Okay, the citizens aren't happy with anything Alak has done. The citizens are happy when Dr. Shabibi does things. So this sounds like Dr. Shabibi once again. I keep stating it over and over. This is what he would do in his process. This is not Alak. Okay, so if it is Alak, man, I'll be scratching my head because Maliki be scratching his head too, and Alak will probably have to go in a meeting and see him, and Maliki will probably be slapping them up the crust of the head, and then a couple of days from now, and you'll see the whole gold bullion stuff stop. I mean, that's just what we've been seeing. Alak makes a comment about the green light, and then a couple of days later, they say there's no green light, or he says we need to 2017. That's because why? Because Maliki gives him a call, or somebody in Iran gives him a call and says, "You better shut the hell up." And he shuts up, and he says, "Okay, 2016. Okay, 2017." So let's see what happens this week on this the selling of gold bullions. Let's see if the operation stops. If the operation stops next week, then we know it was a lack, okay? And he got a call from Maliki or somebody from Iran or somebody else, okay, to stop this crap, okay? Now, if it doesn't stop, if it continues next week and we hear that citizens are happy with their gold and it's all over Iraq, and then we know it's Shabibi. Okay, so that will be the difference. Alak usually says something, and then he has to go back 3-4 days later, and then he takes it back, and then he sends it off to and delays it about a year or two. That's what we've been seeing all year. So it is what it is, and one person is being controlled by Maliki in Iran. The other person is being controlled by a body and the IMF and the World Bank. So there's two different sides and two different people. All right. So Currency 365. That is your world news. Not really else much going on around the world. I know there's some stuff about the crisis in Europe about the refugees. So that I know that I'm keeping close eye on that. Okay, so and there's also the transfer of wealth to the saints has definitely started. It's been started, but we're seeing it a lot more now as people are waking up and seeing money in their bank accounts that they don't know where it's coming from, and that's good news. People are getting raises. People are being put in positions of higher power or becoming the boss overnight. Okay, so we're starting to see the transfer of wealth that the Lord was saying was coming for His saints, and so it's not just the dinars, it's not just the other currencies, but it's positions and power. It's big, massive raises. It's money in your bank accounts. It's humanitarian funding. It's cash out deals from investments. It's all types of things. It's just financial favor for the saints of God. Okay, so we're seeing that happen. We're in the midst of it, and September we're going to go full speed ahead into it. Okay, into the end of the Shemitah, Rosh Hashanah, the blood moon, and into October, November, December. Okay, so Currency 365. I'm out. Talk to you guys later. And college football season started, baby. Let's go. Peace.